lipstick.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Identify Your Unidentifiables. My name is Tim. My Dukes is over here in the cut putting lipstick on.
Little lip and sticking.
You're gonna have to there you go.
There you go.
All right. So in this show, what we do is we try to help you identify items, vintage and antique, that you are having trouble identifying. We do have a few items on the docket that have that we haven't been able to get to, so we're going to try and I just realized something. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Let's do this. So I'm going to try and pull these up really fast. What is this one? I know Patrick has one. All right. And we will say some hellos to everybody once a second. Shout out to Tommy. He says migraine medicine fun. I see your pain, bro. Yeah, it's been a crazy couple of days for me. Like yesterday on my other YouTube channel, I was basically live for I can't see, Mom, 7 hours straight. So it was kind of crazy. And we already did one live today, quick live, just going over the stuff. So shout out to Tommy. Thank you for the super chat, brother. I always appreciate your love and support. Tommy's been in my corner from day one, and it's been a huge help in everything that I do. So can't thank you enough, brother. Really appreciate it. Let's say some hellos to the other folks that are here. Michelle, how are you doing, Michelle? Thank you for joining us this evening. And Maria says she's organizing and listening. I've been trying to organize like crazy lately. I've been working on my workspace environment, trying to, get myself feeling a little bit better. Patrick is in the building. Trusty Huckster Mercantile. Thank you for joining us, sir, as always. And one of our favorites, Michelle. How are you? And Trisha Sandiato. How are you doing, Trisha? And Bill, thanks for joining us, Bill. What's going on, buddy? Hope all is well. S.A. Peacock. Hello, all. Hello, hello, hello. I get a lot of migraines. Vomiting always helps.
Oh, no.
My Dukes don't be throwing up.
I've been throwing up since I was 8 years old.
That's crazy.
Nope. Even with morning sickness, chewed on ice cubes, did not throw up.
What's going on, Steve? How you doing, brother? Thanks for joining us. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these up really fast.
Ooh, what is that?
Okay, so, oh yeah. My phone gonna die? No, hopefully not. Okay, I'm gonna have to pull up the YouTubes on my phone so that I can do. I can watch your guys' chat while I'm researching, so I don't miss anything.
Is that a mother of pearl background on that?
It might be.
With the sunburst. Is that a brooch?
All right.
Button. Oh, it's a brooch little pin. How cute is that?
It is. It's really cute. Okay. So Jennifer. Where's Michelle? Michelle has one. This is Michelle's other one. I think I already have those. I should have those already downloaded. And then Patrick. Where's Patrick's? He has this crazy thing.
Dang.
Yeah. I think I downloaded that already too. Okay. All right. So right now what I'm doing is I am pulling up some items that have been submitted to us to help with identification. And there's one more bill sent. Here we go. Having is the value of other items. Can't find one all over the place.
Ooh, isn't that a pretty thing? Ooh, nice art glass. Nagel, handmade in Germany.
All right.
Dude, that's easy. At least you got a name.
Yeah, you got a name, right?
Yeah.
All right. So anybody else that has popped in, say hello really quick. Judy is here. How you doing, Judy? And Ashley, thank you as always for stopping through and saying hello and joining in on the party. All right. So let me bring this up. Open those. All right. And then we got one. It was, so what's 7 days away from today? Is the 19th, right?
What is today? The 26th or the 25th? 26th, right? 7 days from today is like,
What do you mean you don't know?
well, if today's the 25th or the 26th, I can't remember.
All right. So let's rock and roll. Share screen. Boom, boom. And we're good. All right. So the first item we're going to look at today, this was submitted by the homie Bill. And Bill knows the maker, but he wasn't able to find exactly what it is or any sort of comps. So that's what we're going to try and figure out now. I mean, I'm assuming that this is, I mean, technically it's not a Rose Bowl, right? But I mean, it's the same sort of concept.
Right.
So, I mean, it is a form of a vase for sure. So let's pull up Worth Point. How was it spelled again?
Nagel.
Nagel. Did you say bowl vase?
I thought you said Rose Bowl.
Hmm.
What? Let's do Nagel Bowl.
And that's what it was. Nagel.
Yeah.
That's,
German. Just say German Nagel or Nagel German.
That's kind of crazy. Bill, were you able to find anything at all on this? Just not sure what it is, first of all. It's very thick glass and fairly small. What's going on, David? Thanks for joining us, buddy. Germany. What's interesting is that there's not a lot of it on Worth Point at all. Go Germany glass.
If you say German art glass, would that help? Oh, what's that? Stunning Paul Nagel. So is the guy, would it help if you wrote Paul Nagel in there?
We might have to.
It's got, that one has West German glass on. You see that?
Let's try that.
Paul Nagel. Nagel art glass.
Glass. Yeah, I found some wine flutes and the like, but no hand painted bowls.
Right there.
See, I'm wondering if it actually had a top at some point.
That's a thought. But it's so thick, I don't think so. How thick is the top of that one without the top? Do they have a picture without the top?
No, it's not as thick.
But it's the right sticker.
Yeah, but it's not as thick. That's interesting stuff. Let me see if this person has any information on here. Made in Germany. Each piece is handmade and individual in a beautiful tactile shape with the nickel label.
Measures 5 inches wide by 3 inches high.
5 inches high.
Now that looks like thinner glass. I wish you could see it without the lid to see how thin it is.
Oh, I saw he had some. There we go.
There you go. 4 by.
I don't think it had a lid. Maybe it had a top like an oil lamp or a lighter. First Dibs has a Fritz Nagel glass and chrome piece. All right. Let's see. I wonder if what the difference is between Paul and Fritz.
Well, that design looks like Paul.
Yeah. Okay.
Fritz name.
Let's see if there's anything in. So that's all.
That's all clear glass.
Yeah. Does it look on the piece? Does it look like there's any sort of like markings, like there might have been a lid? Wow, this is crazy.
Yeah, that's got nothing to do with
Nagel art glass. Wow, that's crazy.
Huh.
It's an interest. I see a couple of pieces, but Nagel glassware, Germany.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, look too thin.
So like this is the only other like sort of similar one. Is the color enamel? I found something with the same label that says it's enamel. Yeah, that's a good question. Let's look at it.
No, I don't. Yeah, the bottom part, that part down there looks enamel at the base.
Right here.
Yeah, the other part.
It seems like it's hand painted to me, but I'm not sure of the difference. So does it have like
raised? Can you feel?
I mean, it's definitely raised. It looks like it's raised, but does it? What does it feel like? Does it feel like paint, or does it feel like it could be like? I don't want to say metal. How would you describe enamel feel?
It's slick, and it feels thick. It's definitely raised.
Yeah, for sure. It feels like a thick paint.
Yeah. Now they're saying painted on that, but it looks raised. The edges of it look like yours.
That doesn't even say. That says Tiffany by Nagel.
Must do
$49.
I'd say his looks heavier.
It does look heavier.
That looks like blown glass, but his looks like heavy, almost like crystal.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's interesting. I mean, there's literally nothing like it right now out there. Look at Paul Nagel, Tiffany. Yeah, that's what I was just looking at. Was that on the? Oh yeah. On here, Paul Nagel, Tiffany. Jesus Christ, Google.
Gives you a bunch of Tiffany's. Oh, Paul Nagel.
See, the Tiffany one doesn't have it has a different sticker than the other one. It weighs a half pound and it's only 4x3.
Yeah, that's like Costa Boda or something like that.
It's about that tall.
Not that wide.
Exclusive design by Paul Nagel. I found a hand painted champagne flute by Nagel. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like we've been able to find the champagne flutes and a couple of other pieces look like covered candy dish. But I think we're just more so trying to figure out what exactly this piece is.
It's almost like
it's a rose
holder.
But it'd be too big for a votive holder, wouldn't it? But it does have this circle space down here in the bottom. Ooh, that's a tough one. Ooh. So I would say, based upon it could be a votive holder for sure. Like I would try. Yeah, Michelle says she thinks so too.
Yeah.
So I think that is where the hand blown was broken off, Tim. Oh, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing the pontail on the bottom. But still, it could be a votive holder or a rose bowl. To me, those would be the keywords that I would use in the description and title. You know, I would use hand painted, maybe enamel, depending upon how it feels, votive, or rose bowl, art glass also. And I mean, based upon some of the other pieces, I would and there's I don't think I've seen any else really out there, so I would probably price that at like
50, 60.
If you had to, what would you start a price on? I have nothing to base it on price wise. I would start it at $40
at the very least.
So $40 to $50. So maybe you started at $49.99 and take a best offer. I mean, depending upon what you paid for it, you know, it's really cool looking to me. I think it's a really dope piece, to be honest with you, and it's super unique. I mean, you're just definitely going to have to keyword the heck out of it for sure. But I guess I would start it at $49.99 based upon the limited amount of stuff that I've seen just now. I would price it at $49.99, and, you know, I'd be willing to take a best offer. Yeah, Judy said she loves it. I mean, it's super rad, very unique. It looks
like stained glass.
It does look like stained glass right here. So, yeah, it's a really cool piece for sure. Definitely worth the $6 that you bought for sure.
That's what makes me think it's a votive holder. Anything else I've seen is the glass is too thin to hold, you know, like that.
Yeah, I think somebody else said that in the chat too, that the thickness of them makes them think votive as well. Okay. What was somebody else just sent something in too. Let me see if I can pull that up. Okay. Let's go back here. And we'll remove you really fast. Where did you go? I think it was Kelly. Kelly sent something in. Okay.
Ooh, look at that.
That's going to be difficult for sure.
Oh, gosh. That looks like something from Metropolitan Museum of Art.
Okay, so we'll get to that if we can. So let me just jump really fast. Yeah, let's just take a look at this. Okay, so all right. I try and fly through these as best as I can. Add to stream. Not a chip or scratch on it for sure. Goodbye, Bill. Indeed, I think it. Yeah, keyword both of those, and keyword art glass, hand painted, and maybe enamel, depending upon how you want to do it. And it's nice thick glass too. All right. So this is the next item on the docket. This looks to be like. It looks like mother of pearl in the background behind this sun. Jesus.
Josie and Mary.
Yeah, you got it? Good? All right.
Romeo, come here. AJ.
And I'm waiting to see Ma Dukes can get here because Ma Dukes is into all these sort of suns and stuff like that. What's going on, Judy? How are you? Thanks for joining us. And on the back, it just looks like a patent number. Doesn't look like a marking. So typically when you see these sort of items with the patent numbers, they're like definitely has some age. It doesn't look like it's real gold. Jennifer sent this in. I don't know if Jennifer's watching right now, but I'm gonna try and figure this out. It wasn't so thick. I would say it was a liquor glass or a burgundy sniffer, etc. That makes sense too. All right. So let's see. Where am I at? Okay. Mother of pearl sun pin. There it is, right there. Bung. So if you're watching, Jennifer, or if you're checking in later, this is pretty much your item right here. It just says vintage sun center in mother of pearl shell round silver tone metal pin brooch. Da 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 da. They sold theirs for $15. That was in 2017, and that's definitely the only one though that popped up on that search. But yeah, I would definitely list that probably like around 15 to $30. I mean, typically anything mother of pearl does really, really well. Here goes another one. Vintage small round mother of pearl embossed. Patent number button brooch. Yeah. So the good news is that, obviously it's going to be super difficult to figure out is actually, a maker or anything like that. Sometimes you can search the patent number, and sometimes that helps, but more times than others it really doesn't. So all right, let me jump into the next item. Shoot, I had that up the whole time. Sorry about that. All right, let's see. So those are all done. All right. I know Michelle wanted me to look at this. How to research this thing, I have absolutely no idea. It looks to be semi-modern for sure. I don't necessarily think it's old. I mean, it might be vintage, but maybe more so modern than anything else. I thought I had that on here too. Shoot. Let's see. All right. Add to stream. You guys tell me, Michelle just tried to give you migraines each week. Nah, Michelle's great. Okay. So if anybody wants to chime in on what they think that is, you let me know. No, it's not that. That's last week. Michelle's here. There you go. You coming back over here?
Yeah.
You close that door all the way. These kids, my mom's my nephew and his crew from the hood, man. They over here.
Lavish, the duder.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Art Deco candy dish.
There's something about that coloration. You know?
Yeah, but this is.
Swedish?
I mean, it could be like. I definitely think if it is anything, Swedish, Czech, German, maybe. That's a tough one. Abstract Compote Modern.
Yeah, that's a good one.
There you go, Patrick. We're gonna ride with that.
Look at the way the little trussed edges there, those circular things on the where it's connected.
Polish too. That's the other one too that it might be. It might be Polish.
It's hand blown.
See,
yeah, it looks like
something like that. Like these, I see these a lot too. Polish. It's definitely gives me Murano stretch glass. That'd be crazy. Murano art glass starfish bowl. You think it's really Murano though? I don't know. We'll try it, Tommy. Art glass starfish. One word.
Yep.
Fish bowl.
Oh. Yeah, it's a possibility.
So why don't we
But
try?
it's got like that cutout to it, and where they pressed it with
Compote.
If you could see those from the side, it'd be helpful. Like that one up there. Is that open?
This one?
The yellow one. Click on that. How did they do the points on that? No, they didn't do them the same. Yeah, no. See how the points are?
But see, this is more. This has a stem and a base. You
Yeah.
know.
That one has no base. Huh. Thinking, who makes their glass like that when they finish it off with that pinch on the edges?
I mean, it's possible that it's Murano. I mean, it's either Murano, Polish. I think it's probably Polish or Italian for sure. Esquita? What is Esquita? Esquita.
What's that flower bowl over there, Murano flower bowl?
I don't see anything Esquita.
I would go back to that Murano flower bowl.
Razzioni. Okay, so you know what's interesting here is this is very different, right? The only thing that's
The
super
base.
interesting to me is this base. So if you look at that base and then look at this base, there's definitely some similarities in the two. How you come up with that keyword, Tommy? Okay. Italian art glass compote. Asketa. There it is. Found close Murano stretched or pooled art glass candy dish. Okay, there we go. Asketa. That doesn't come up either. Asketa. All right, so Steve says Murano stretch or pulled art glass candy dish.
What's the measurements on that?
She didn't give me any measurements.
What is that right there? Art ruffle bowl. No, that's not.
I don't know. You know what's crazy is I've seen so many things like this before. Well, that's a really nice piece. And I never picked them up. But it looks like people are selling this stuff. It's just so difficult because you never know what a lot of people really want to know if their Murano is really Murano. Pulled art glass compote. She said it is about 24 inches. What's going on, Chernak? How you doing, brother? It's crazy.
Well, you went past that Murano that I was looking at in the first about two searches ago. It looked like it.
All right, you tell me when you see it.
Well, what is that right there? Let me see.
I think that's one of the words that Tommy, one of the words we just were looking at.
See that?
But see, this
I know it's a bowl. It's not a compote.
I see it. See, it's the same thing too. It's an open weave. See, I see what you're saying, Steve. It's just, and Kathy says she has a dish like it without the base and in a different color that is Murano.
Well, I'm leaning towards Murano.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we're gonna lean towards Murano. At first, I thought Polish, but I mean, based upon what we've seen so far in these searches, I definitely.
What is that one right there? I just want to see if they finish the ends off like that. The way they finish it is like different. Nope, they don't finish them that way. But look at the colors in it, though. I must say Murano.
Yeah, there you go. Tracy nailed it right there. This is why it's been so difficult for me to do these. Like they're just 50 years from now, people will be collecting 2020 bongs that are works of art.
2021. Oh, bongs. Oh.
All right. So, Michelle, for me personally, let me go back here really fast. Okay. So, for me personally, I'm just really cautious about labeling something Murano unless it has a signature or a sticker. So what I would do is I would title it Murano like or Murano style. And I would just use maybe laced
open weave.
Open weave or laced edged. I would call it a compote.
It looks stretched, though. It really does look stretched.
Yeah. So what are you thinking on price? I mean, based upon all I would probably price it around 40, 50 bucks.
Yeah.
And open up for best offer. That's what I would do. I would use Murano like art glass modern pulled laced edge
open
abstract open weave, any of those sort of key terms.
Abstract open weave.
Yeah, that's where I would go with all of that. Now this thing that you sent me here too, this is another thing that you sent me. I don't think that this actually glows. I see that you see some of this green in here. I don't know
what that is.
How that is doing that. I think that just might be because the rest of it is purple. So it's regular glass. But
what is it?
It looks like is this a top? What is this thing up here? Is it come off? Oh, I'm not. I wasn't sharing the screen. My bad. Have a good one, Ashley. Thanks for stopping by. So, Michelle, this is another thing that you asked me about. I don't think that it glows. I just think that that's a coincidence that there's some green in there because the rest of the bottle is glows purple. You know what I'm saying? So, but I
It
don't.
looks like an obelisk. Look at that top part.
Is this a top? Does that top part come out? That's what I need to know, Michelle. Because if it is, it looks like some sort of decanter. It glowed at the edges. So yeah, sometimes some glass will do that for sure. I've seen it on some other glass. She said it's solid at the top. How tall is it?
Looks tall. 24 inches? 12 inches. Oh, it's open.
Is it open on the bottom? It's solid at the top and open at the bottom? That's the weirdest thing in the world to me. Solid at the top, 17 inches tall.
That's a tall buster.
What the heck? Yeah, she said it's open at the bottom and solid at the top.
Lamp base. Some kind of a lighting situation going on there.
Is it open like all the way through the top? Yeah.
So you could put a wire
Like
through
it does. Could you
it?
wire it? But then she says it's solid at the top. How would you get the wire through the bottom?
That's a good question.
That might be a lamp base.
Might have come from another. That might be part of a lamp. A lamp base was part of another piece. They don't always have to come through the bottom. The wire can come out the top. Those converted oil lamps, that's where your light, your cord comes out the top on some of those converted.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no idea, Michelle.
I'm going with a lamp base.
My Duke says she's going with a lamp base. Vase upside down in a cradle.
No, lamp base. What the? Crystal lamp base. Crystal etched lamp base.
It has a rubber-looking donut at the top, but the tip is solid.
That's part of something.
Yeah, it's got to be. It has to be a piece belonging to something else. Yeah. Now, you know, I kind of understand where Patrick's coming from, though, because I wonder what it would look like if the etching, if it was flipped.
Looks upside down.
Does it?
Yeah.
Ypern.
Not your average Ypern. French? Are we talking a piece of French glass here?
No markings. You know, sometimes you gotta kind of look at things from different angles to kind of get an idea. Ypern, maybe for sure. It's definitely a possibility. Oh man, that is tough. That is tough. I'm gonna try. I'm assuming you already tried Google lensing that, right? Like, did you come up with anything from that sort of situation? That's crazy. I did already try to look that up. Whew, that's a tough cookie, Michelle. That is a tough cookie.
Head scratcher of the week.
A lot of Eiffel Towers when she Google lensled it.
French.
Yeah. So something sits on the donut. What's going on, Tim? How you doing, brother? Yeah, like that's what makes it so tricky, this particular piece.
It's not a lighting type thing. It's got something to do with a drinking, like a.
It has to be a piece of something else.
Yeah,
That's
not,
the only thing I can
it's
really.
not standalone.
It's not a standalone item. That's a tough one, Michelle. She said if it was ceramic, I'd say it would be the base of a Gardenier or Jardine. Yeah, that makes sense too. That's a tough one. Very tough, Michelle. And Bill and Patrick, Trusty Hucks from Mercantile, they both are having some good vibes towards the Epern sort of situation. The donut piece on the top is definitely something that is like
That's the key.
That's the key. Because like Bill's saying right there, the donut could hold it in place of inside of another piece for sure. Patrick just sent me something.
That it would like screw on to the top of it.
Oh yeah. See, like look.
Yeah, that's right. That's
I think
part of the apparent.
I think they grit funeral Epern. Okay, guys. Funeral Epern. Yeah.
What's that right there? I bet it says automobile.
I think they hit it. Let me.
Yep.
Let me share my screen. Am I sharing? No, here we go. All right. So this is what has Patrick. See, this is why I love it. Everybody kind of got some good stuff here. Cherish Art Nouveau English Epern. Yeah, it definitely is giving me those vibes, Patrick. Yeah, I think that, but 17 inches, that's the other thing that's kind of crazy though, too. Glass. Yeah, I think that's going to be my final answer for now. It's very
An apparent.
It's a very
Go back. Look at that metal base. It could go down inside a base like that. Maybe that's what the donut's for. It could go down inside another piece like a brass bottom or a
yeah. Anything like these sort of situations.
flutes.
It's for water lilies. What you mean, Harry? Loop on someone. Is it a flower vase that you put in a loop on someone's gravestone? Not if it fits down inside another fixture, Tim. It could just stick up 8 inches or so if it's buried inside of another one. Makes sense, Bill. Harry, what you mean by it's for water lilies? Is that a Harry joke or is that a real situation? Long stem flowers.
Yeah, which would be almost like a funeral type of a flower. Yeah.
Whew. That Fenton piece.
Why does it say a vintage cut? Back up where it says vintage cut etched glass apparent automobile. What does that mean?
Yeah, you never seen they like the carnival glass one I have. They're called car vases. That might be it's too big to be a car vase though. Some of the appearance have a bigger one in the middle. Some listings are showing 20 inches. Yeah, I think we're going to run with that, Michelle. I think you got yourself a very intricate it's
look at that one.
Lily.
Fits down in a bowl.
Yeah. I think you've got yourself a very interesting piece of the Epern.
It got separated from its family.
Yeah. It's interesting though, because you don't see, like, you see them in these sort of cone shapes, right? But
Go
you don't
back and look at what does the base of that one look like?
but you don't see them in that
Has he
sort
got
of
that stopper thing on the bottom like hers?
I mean,
No,
it's the same
just
sort of
glass,
shape
but
though.
it's just glass.
Yeah.
Because that's a heavy duty stopper you got in there.
And
There's a lot of 3. What do they have a metal on the bottom of those? Back up a little bit. What's that lot of 3? What do they have on the end of theirs? And how, and yeah, that's
I almost would use Art Deco in describing yours because it's the straight
not Victorian.
I mean, maybe Victorian, but like it has the flat
Look at that
sides.
cut crystal though. Back it up. See how heavy that's cut? Antique Victorian edge cut crystal bohemian. Hers is like really heavy cut glass though. Yeah. That's a big one.
Shoot, look at that thing. Silver flower vase. French vintage horn vase.
French vintage.
Epern. Yeah, I'm looking at plated glass foot.
Oh.
Yeah, see, it could also be. So Patrick just sent me another thing too.
Yeah, look at the base that's in. You have to have something nice and heavy.
No, that's what it's all about. Gritty grit. This is a very interactive thing. We're all in this together. So never hesitate to jump in with guesses, anything that can help, because we do this as a collective here. But look at something like this. Like Patrick just sent me this, which
See, it's got a nice heavy base at the bottom there that piece would fit right in.
So it could be something like that too. Michelle, I think you got yourself a really, really cool piece, to be honest with you. I am
very impressed.
I'm liking the way that this is going. Like you could, I mean, it's that's, and the thing is like with those etchings too, like if you can, I need to remember the name of that etched glass website that I used to use, because if you can find the actual the etching, then you might be able to narrow down the age or the maker. A lot of times the etchings, that's how that works. You know what I'm saying? So that might be something that you want to look at next. It is trying to cross-reference the etch with the Epern or heavy duty Victorian style vase, either one of those, and then cut glass, cut crystal. There's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot going on there. It's super interesting. It's crazy because you don't, when you look at, that's why I like when I did this to the, well, let me show you really fast. Okay. This is why when I did this, it kind of opened up my eyes a little bit. Just flipping this around. All right, too many times. I can't get it to stop. No, not that one. This one.
Yeah.
You see, like sometimes you just gotta kind of think outside the box. Never be afraid to kind of flip things around and see, what.
Because see, that makes sense, because you've got that. This is in the middle. That's on the bottom, and yet another section, and then you got that plug.
Yeah.
That would all show off really well.
It's super interesting.
You had it inside of a.
Super, super interesting. The bottom is open, right? Yes. Yep. Do you have a link for that last
the
pick?
top, if you flipped around, the top is open.
Yeah, Michelle, I'll email you the link when we finish up here for sure. Oh man, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, so I know we have to wrap things up in 7 minutes, but I do want to just throw this one more thing up there because I want to see if anybody has any thoughts on this. I swear I downloaded it already.
What the?
Maybe I didn't.
What was it?
It's Patrick's piece. It's not in this one. Okay.
Oh boy, that is interesting. You think it went to something else, like a metal rod went up the bottom? And
Well,
it's another section.
Well, I think that they might have that might have been the piece that they like made the actual piece. That might have been like where they put a pole to make the actual piece on. Tracy says I'm going to go with murder weapon.
a nice shillelagh.
Okay, you guys ready? This one's going to be kind of crazy, but we have a couple minutes left. 5 minutes. This is a crunch time power hour. Let me know if anybody has any thoughts on this piece of work. This is like an art piece to me. Does anybody have anything on this? I don't know what that signature could be either. DR maybe? BP? I think it looks more like a DR to me. Patrick, how big is this and what is the material? Is it stone or pottery? And it has this hole here, which I am imagining that they used that to like,
spin it on the wheel.
Yeah.
The pottery wheel.
Harry says it's unfinished Easter Island statue. Oh, Harry. It's pottery. But my Dukes is cracking up at Harry right now.
That's the best.
So it is pottery, and I guess that makes sense with the hole there for sure, because that's probably what they spun it on. And now it's 8.5 inches tall.
How heavy is it?
How heavy is it, Patrick? 8.5 inches tall. That's a pretty tall sucker.
Dog's trying to get away from this kid. That is really interesting. That looks like something Bernard would have made. Oh, I see the blue in it. Look at the blue in it.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Are you serious, Bill?
I bet that's even prettier in person.
There's a CR abstract on eBay. Just under 3 pounds. CR abstract?
Yeah.
Sisters Frida, says Tommy. Okay. CR abstract.
Pottery. Oh, what is that? Gray marble stone.
She said it's on eBay. Shmoo? What is shmoo?
Schmo.
Schmo. What's schmo?
How'd they spell schmoo?
SHMOO. What is a shmoo?
Pottery. You know why I say pottery in there?
Shmoo is an 80s cartoon. Like Fraggle Rocks?
Oh, that's interesting. I say we send a picture of that to Bob.
You think Bob would know?
I would give it a shot.
Okay. All right. You see that? Does this look? Sorry, I had it. Does that look like this signature to you?
No.
No?
Well, maybe.
Do you guys think that those signatures are close? I'm trying to like get
Do it the one more.
like that. No, nobody thinks that those signatures look close.
The early work of this person. Maybe they changed their signatures. They started doing later work.
I mean, it looked kind of similar to me. No, that one looks like CR. The other one looks like DR.
It's like they dropped it to the bottom. It's a little more.
Yeah,
finished.
yeah, it's different. It's different. It's close though. Close. Almost. So we're gonna go with DR abstract.
Pottery.
All right. Okay. We are going to have to come back to that. Problem is, hey Tanya, how you doing? So before I wrap up, I do, now that I have a bunch of you guys here, I do want to remind everybody that this Friday, I think it's 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This Friday, we're going to be part of a charity event that Lainey from Big Girls Cry from the UK, her YouTube channel. So what she's done is she's put together this event that's going to include like 30, I think she said 35 different channels. So she's going to be basically jumping from channel to channel over a 12-hour span and spending like 15 to 20 minutes on each channel doing like these mini quizzes. And we're doing this in hopes of raising money for a dementia charity in the UK, which is something that is near and dear to Lainey's heart. And she reached out to us a couple months ago, and I told her that anytime there's any sort of charity event that's going on, that we will always be around to lend a hand and help in any way that we can. So we're super excited to be a part of that, and hopefully we're looking forward to being able to raise a huge amount of money for something that, you know, is definitely worldwide problem. So stay tuned to the to our YouTube channel and Instagram, and I'll be dropping some more information on that event as the week goes on. But this is something that's important to us, so it would be great if we had a bunch of people in the chat and we could raise some money and be a helping hand, because that's what we're all about here on Over the Years. As you can see, I dedicate a lot of my time to helping others, whether it be identifying glass, raising money, anything that I can do to be a positive influence in this world is something that, is important to me. So I would really appreciate it if you guys stay tuned, and 500 pounds would break a 1-day record. Sweet.
Oh, get that easy.
Yeah, hopefully. So thank you guys very much for tuning in tonight. We're going to be back at 8 o'clock for our live vintage sale. And shout out to Tim, Glock 30 fan. He's always in the Authentic and the Beard chats for our football channel. And we're growing that channel. So if you guys haven't check that channel out yet, somebody who's a moderator drop the link to my other channel. I'd appreciate it if everybody would subscribe to that channel. We're getting close. We're a little bit more than halfway to 1,000 subscribers, so we're really trying to get that channel growing as fast as possible. And I really appreciate all of you that have come over to that football channel and supported us and a lot. So we're David donated already. David's the man. If you guys don't know,
Yeah.
David's always contributing and helping out on all the charities and stuff like that. So shout out to David. I can only try to be as good as David is, So I do appreciate all you guys and your support. It's been a rough month for me, but I keep on my head up and keep moving forward. Keep keeping on. So I'm gonna cut this. Thank you guys, as always. Thank you, Michelle. Appreciate it for dropping the link. And we will see you guys in about an hour for our live sale. 8 o'clock live sale. Thank you guys, as always. Peace and have a good night. See you at 8. Don't go.